Good evening. This is Santa Claus on December 4, 2025, bringing you today's stories from around our beautiful world. On this very day in 1918, President Woodrow Wilson embarked on a historic journey across the Atlantic to attend peace talks in Versailles, becoming the first sitting American president to visit Europe. How wonderful it is to reflect on moments in history when leaders sought to bring an end to conflict and build bridges between nations. Today, I'm seeing similar efforts for cooperation, though the world faces many challenges. In China, French President Emmanuel Macron has been meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping, urging greater cooperation on trade, the environment, and geopolitics. President Macron wisely noted that our current global imbalances aren't sustainable and could trigger crises, reminding us all that fair rules rather than survival of the fittest should guide our world. As I always say, it's through sharing and caring that we truly prosper, not through competition alone. Meanwhile, across the desert expanses of Arizona, a remarkable undertaking is unfolding. A massive computer chip factory, larger than New York's Central Park, is being constructed as part of America's quest for industrial self-sufficiency. At $165 billion, it represents one of the most expensive projects on Earth, but reminds us that preparation and foresight can help protect communities during challenging times. Now, turning our gaze to India, where President Vladimir Putin has arrived for his first visit since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. India has finalized a $2 billion submarine deal with Russia after many years of negotiations. My heart always grows heavy when I see resources directed toward military vessels rather than vessels of goodwill and humanitarian aid, but I understand nations feel they must protect their people in this complex world. Speaking of protection, Britain and Norway have agreed to mount joint naval patrols to safeguard undersea cables from potential threats. These cables connect our world in so many ways, carrying messages of love and important information across vast oceans. The two countries will also cooperate on shipbuilding, showing how nations can work together for mutual security. In Washington, concerning news has emerged about Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth asking Admiral Alvin Halsey to step down in what appears to be disagreement over military operations in the Caribbean. Let us pray for wisdom for all our leaders, that they may make decisions that protect both security and human dignity, always following the proper legal frameworks that protect the innocent. My heart grows particularly heavy as I bring news from the Middle East. Israel has launched airstrikes on several towns in southern Lebanon despite last year's ceasefire agreement. Additionally, Yasser Abu Shabab, who led an anti-Hamas faction in Gaza, has reportedly been killed. These ongoing conflicts remind us of the urgent need for lasting peace in this troubled region. I continue to pray that hearts will soften and that the children of these lands may someday know true peace. Looking to East Asia, there appears to be growing concern in Japan and South Korea about the U.S. approach to Ukraine and China. Our friends in these nations worry about what American policy might mean for their security. How important it is that alliances built on trust and mutual respect be maintained, for in unity there is both strength and comfort. In Africa, there's a glimmer of hope as Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo prepare to sign a U.S.-brokered peace accord despite recent violations of earlier ceasefires. As Rwanda's foreign minister wisely noted, peace is a process. Indeed it is, a process requiring patience, forgiveness, and persistent goodwill. With both sadness and hope, I must share news from Ukraine, where a maternity ward in the western town of Hashcha stands nearly empty, with births dramatically declining since the war began. A gynecologist there laments the loss of young men who were supposed to replenish Ukraine's gene pool. Each life lost is a precious gift extinguished too soon. At the same time, Ukrainian defenders are showing remarkable ingenuity, using drones to intercept enemy drones and save lives on the battlefield. As I prepare to return to my workshop at the North Pole, I'm reminded that even in our troubled world, there are countless souls working for peace, building rather than destroying and loving rather than hating. Let us all do what we can in our own small ways to spread joy and kindness in a world that so desperately needs both. This is Santa Claus wishing you peace, hope, and love on this December evening. Good night, dear friends.